welcome to JuiceCAST. I'm DJ.
Hey, what's up? It's Dangerous Dan.
And we're looking at the Kick Bass. Oh my God.
Now you can look at it. Oh my God.
Yes. And we're trying the 3070 blend with 12 milligrams of nicotine.
Makes a lot of vapor.
Sure does. I just switched down to 12 from 18, so yay for me. Yeah, the Kick Bass OMG. I literally said, oh my God, when I first vaped it. Wasn't even trying to.
Right, and this is a juice that DJ likes that I have not really gotten into. This is, I think, my second time. I think I tried it earlier this week. Second time vaping on this, and I love Werther's Original. I love toffee, but this just doesn't have that same candy flavor. It's more of a food flavor, and it's not really for me. But you use this in the mornings, right?
Oh yeah.
This is your morning vape.
For sure, that's my morning vape, and this is extra flavor also. It's awesome. On the website it says they were trying to develop a toffee flavor, and came up with this, but it's awesome. It's like it's a delicious, sweet, chocolatey, like white chocolatey a little bit, with a little bit of a coffee aftertaste to it, and it's just really a good flavor. You know, if someone asked me, you know, to tell you the flavors exactly in it, I couldn't for the life of me.
And they probably can't either. One of the things about this juice, right now I'm using it on a, what kind of atomizer did you put on there?
That is a 2.0 Cisco.
2.0 Cisco, so I probably need to turn that up a little bit. But I've got it on the ProVary right now at about 3.7, and it's making tons of vapor, and the flavor is there. One of the things that I like about Kick Bass is when you get the double flavor options, it's a good idea that they charge you a little more, but it's also really good for CE2s and for map tanks and stuff like that. The extra flavor, like when we reviewed the Juicy Fruit, I've filled up tanks with their Kick Bass Cola, their Kick Bass Jolly Rancher kind of flavor, and also this OMG would be good because it's got the double flavor option. You can even, and maybe if you have like a tank system, like an Ego T tank system, a lot of people use that. Bump it up to 3. If you're not getting any flavor, you have that option with Kick Bass, and that's one way to get. You know, I can't taste this. You know, this juice tastes different in this device, and they do, and that's why they have those options. And even nicotine levels, you know, you can sometimes not feel them in certain devices. I'm not getting the throat hit I'm used to on a tank. Up that nicotine, up that flavor, and you'll enhance your vaping considerably. We had a friend that just got a tank system the other day and is loving it, and it's a good way to get started. You know, we're using ProVaries and monkey boxes and stuff like that, but you don't have to have that to vape these liquids and you know, see what you think about them. But OMG, I think, is one of those liquids that a lot of people would be surprised by and go, oh my God. So I think that's why they called it that. Because you know, it really doesn't have, and I love juices like this. I think this is the way that juices need to go. I don't think things should, you know, be trying to taste like something. I think you should make something that tastes great to vape. That's one of my ideas about liquids. Make something that tastes great to vape. It doesn't matter what you call it. If it's alien juice or, you know, crab juice. Well, okay, the crab juice is nasty, but you know, it doesn't say what's in it. It just, you know, gives it a name. And I think that's the way it should be with vaping, is make something and then, you know, try not to put that, you know, impression in somebody's mind of what it should be. Let them make it their own.
Right, exactly. And, you know, with this one, of course, the juice in this form is very dangerous to pets and kids, so keep it out of their reach. But this one smells, I just want to drip it on my tongue. It smells really good. It smells like you don't smell the coffee.
You don't smell the coffee, but you taste the coffee for sure. I mean, I'm not a coffee drinker. I could say right now that I would try this, but I would not vape it. I'm not into the chocolates, the coffees, the toffees, all that kind of stuff. Any of these, I think we Also tried, some French toast. These food flavors are weird for me. Anything that tastes like a Lifesaver or a Jolly Rancher, that's the kind of stuff I lean towards. But I got the Jolly Rancher from Kick-Bass, and I won't order that again either. I didn't really like the way the base flavor interacted with the flavor. I mean, I think Juicy Fruit's the only one that I'm really stuck on that I'll have to order some more of. There's a lot of other vapors, a lot of other vendors out there for me. But one of these things is where taste is subjective. If you're going to get a sampler pack from Kick-Bass, and you do like coffee flavors, and you do like toffee flavors, and something you think you might really like to try and vape, and you might end up being your all-day vape, get it. Try it out.
Yeah, I could definitely see this being someone's all-day vape, because I even start craving this sometimes.
Right.
And, I gotta get some OMG. That's what I want. But it is OMG. It's a really good flavor, and at Kick-Bass they offer a 30-70 mix or a 40-60. They're 15 ml bottles are $6.75, and you add on 50 cents for extra flavor. And then the 30 ml bottles like this,
give me that bottle,
are $12.75 and $1 for extra flavor. And they have 0 through 36.
And I'd also
nicotine.
said in the past that this is a great bargain. This is premium e-liquid. Taste is subjective, but everybody knows a lot of people got into vaping not only to quit smoking, but another big part of the hobby is to save that money. And that's why everybody on the e-cig forum has that little calculator at the bottom of their post that says, hey, I've missed this many analogs and I've saved this much money. Once you get a setup, once you get a ProVary or something, even, a carton of cigarettes is $50 every week, every 2 weeks, according to what you're smoking, $200 or so for a ProVary or one of these devices. It's going to last. It's well made, and you're spending your money wisely. But you could, if you get an Ego, that's why I got the Icons. I really liked the Ego and the size and stuff, but I didn't like the fact that I couldn't change the batteries out. And once the battery was gone, I had to chuck it. Well, I didn't want to chuck it, so $100 for one of these from Pure Smoker, is a great deal too. We don't talk too much about devices on here, and I think we're going to start talking more about devices. We have a lot of different ideas with battery charging and with different atomizers, and we talked about the Icon Vape Stealth 801s and how awesome those are, especially on the Monkey Box. And then right now I found out another vendor has some bridgeless, wickless 510s, and even Cisco had some that you got, and the bottom's completely sealed on that. It's just really cool, some innovations that are coming out. And I think there's going to be a lot of new devices out there that are going to, really enhance your experience. Variable voltage, I probably won't buy another device that is not VV.
I'm with you on that for sure. The variable voltage is a must with me now, because all the different atomizer voltages that are out there, with most tube mods, it's 3.7 or 6. You're stuck there. And this variable voltage is perfect. Toward the end of the Addy life, you can turn it up a little. Get that extra week out of it or whatever. But it's really great to get a variable voltage.
And one of the things I've noticed right here about the OMG is it's an amazing palate cleanser. For some reason, it's one of those flavors to where if I vape this for about 30 minutes or so, and then I go back, and I think that's what DJ's experience, and then I go back to the Juicy Fruit, and then it's like, oh my gosh, now the Juicy Fruit's hitting me, like a ton of bricks from the Kick-Bass. So it's kind of a palate cleanser, because I had a few hits of this, and then I just took a hit of the Juicy Fruit again, and my gosh, it reminded, because I don't particularly care for the OMG. It did make me really appreciate my other juices. I can say that about it.
Yeah, and I really like the OMG. Taste is subjective, of course, but it really surprised me, because I didn't think I was going to like it, but I got it just to try it. And I wish I would have gotten it sooner, to be honest.
It's vapable for me. It's something I think is neat to try, and something I could put, dedicate. And it's one of these flavors you'd have to dedicate an atomizer to, because it is done. That atomizer, until you rinse it off or soak it in some Everclear or vodka for a day, even maybe after that, this flavor is going to stick up in your atomizer for sure, but it's not going to gum it up. And even though it's a dark liquid, it does not, give me that syrupy impression. It flops around in here really well, and it's in the base flavor of the Kick Bass that I think is kind of wangy, is hidden really well by these flavors in the OMG.
And the base flavor that he's talking about, I don't know what he's talking about there.
He says he's never tasted it.
Yeah, I've never tasted it.
And that's the way it is, because when I started on iVape, and I tried a bunch of different vendors, trying to find something different, because they didn't really have a whole lot of flavors a long time ago when I started with iVape, trying to find, some different stuff. I just got used to that base flavor wang,
Right. Yeah.
Most of the premium liquids have their own kind of signature. All of the flavors kind of have like a signature backdrop to the flavor. You know what I'm saying? And OMG's has that, and it's something that makes these juices more susceptible to taste for me.
Right. And the throat hit on this is nice. It
does have good throat hit.
Yeah, and the vapor production is really awesome. Kick Bass, they do a really good job on their mix there. It puts out lots of vapor. So I definitely give the OMG an A+.
And once again, we didn't pay. We're not getting paid to review OMG. We're not associated with the Kick Bass people, and we actually paid for all of the juice that we got from them. And they're really good, quick service. They write you little notes on your orders and things like that. Even though
I love it. You get your little handmade or a little handwritten.
That's a long note right there.
Yeah, on every single one.
And even though they're overbooked and overlogged, they still, when they send your order, they take the time to do that. And those guys up there are just really cool. Is it Bill?
It's Bob and Missy.
Bob and
B.O.B.
Right.
boB's OMG. But definitely give the OMG a try. And their website is kickbassvapor.com.
Is that VAPOR?
VAPOR.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's OMG. So for now, on JuiceCAST, I'm DJ.
And I'm Dangerous Dan.
And we'll catch you next time.